guys, it's your girl Phoenicia and I'm back with another YouTube video. As you guys can tell by the title below, today I'm going to be filming my first ever story time. But anyways, yeah, so today's story time is going to be about the time that I got robbed for the first time like ever. So I was supposed to record this like a long time ago, but what happened was I didn't want to record it due to the fact that it was still like fresh. And I wanted everything to like blow over and like for me to be good before I like go and expose my business online like that. So yeah, so this happened back in the middle, like end of January. And yes, this is how I started off my 2020, the year that was supposed to be the best year of it all. But yeah, no. I woke up that day and I had plans. I was like, I'm gonna get my nails done because it was my boyfriend's birthday coming up. So I was gonna get my nails done the color of his favorite color, which is green. I'll actually show you guys a picture of it somewhere. But yeah, my nails were real cute. But yeah, that day I was supposed to get my nails done. I was gonna get it done right after work. Mind you, I worked at Dunkin' Donuts. And I still do, but a different one. But I was supposed to do what's called portioning, basically when you prepare the food for the next day. So yeah, I was doing that at work, and mind y'all, there was this new boy, right? I barely know his name. I didn't know his name at all, actually. But I didn't pay him no mind because at that job they were so like inconsistent with people. We had new people every week, literally every week. So I'm just like, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't like anybody there anyway. So he was a black boy. He was new. He was very dark. He was skinny. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He just like, you ever meet someone that give you like off vibes? Like their vibe is just completely off. Like that's the vibe that boy was giving me. But I didn't care. But yeah, so as I went on continuing working that day, so in the back of that Dunkin' Donuts, they have like in the back area is basically like where they store all their foods, the employee lockers, the freezers, anything that needs to be refilled in the store is in the back. And when I was portioning, I basically had to go in and out the freezer, all that good stuff and all that. And so there was this one time where I was walking back there and I seen the boy, right? But I didn't, I wasn't trying to be nosy. Well, I'm kind of nosy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nosy. So, I was kind of looking to see what, what he was doing in the back. But yeah, so there was this one point of the day where I went back into the back, like where the freezer's at. And before that, the boy had asked me, he was like, how do I like fix the donut racks? So basically what you have to take the donuts that was on the back rack and put it on the other rack so that you could bring it up front. And the boy was doing it in the middle of the hall. So when he asked me that, I told him how to do it correctly or whatever. And that was it. That was the only conversation that I had with the boy. So after that, I remember I was in and out the freezer. And like, I would see like him from the corner of my eye still messing with the donut rack. But then there was this one point where he looked real sketchy, but I didn't say nothing. So, in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, oh, this boy really just stealing donuts. I don't know why he's stealing donuts for, because we get them free anyways. Like, why is you stealing them? But I was finna like snitch on the boy and tell the manager that, oh, he's stealing donuts, because like, I don't care. Like, you feel me? I don't care that much. It was never that. I don't care. Like, that's your business. If you get caught, you get caught. If you don't, you don't. I don't really care. You feel me? It wasn't, I'm not benefiting out of telling the manager. Like, I'm not benefiting in any kind of way. So yeah, I went about my business or whatnot. So this is where the interesting part comes in. It hits about 1 o'clock and yeah, it's about time for me to go. So mind y'all, me and the boy were supposed to leave at the same time, but I didn't see when he clocked in, nor was I paying attention. So I'm clocking out or whatever. So I go out into the lobby to call my mom and tell her like, hey, I'm finished with work. You can come pick me up. So I call her and she's like, oh, I'm not home right now, to call her boyfriend. So I call her boyfriend, right? He's like, oh, I'm not home, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I call my mom back and I'm like, he's not able to pick me up. And then I was like, I'm gonna just Uber to the nail shop. Mind you, I was supposed to get my nails done. I was like, I'm gonna just Uber to the nail shop and I'll wait for you and you could pick me up there. And then she's like, all right, yeah, that's fine, whatever. So I opened my bag, right? And this was the one day that I had brought my wallet to work. I I didn't see the wallet. So in the back of my head, you know, you don't ever have one of the moments where you be like, did I even bring it with me? Like, you feel me? Like, will you just be questioning yourself whether you like brought something or not? So then I'm like, yeah, I know I had to, because I said that in the morning when I woke up, the first thing that came to my head, I'm like, okay, I'm finna get my nails done. So I know I had to bring my wallet. I'm not that stupid. I'm not finna go to work and not bring my wallet or whatnot. So, oh my God, like, this was the moment where my heart went into straight panic mode. Like my heart sank to the floor, dog. Like, I just knew it off rip. I knew who it was. I felt it in my chest. Like, I knew it was that person. I knew it. So I'm like panicking, because once I realized that my wallet was missing, that's when I had these 1-800 numbers blowing up my phone. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my God. So I'm answering. I answered the first one. It was my Navy Federal Bank. And they were like, oh, it was the fraud department of the Navy Federal Bank. And they're like, oh, did you spend such and such and such? I'm like, what? So before I went into complete panic mode, I called my mom and I'm like, hey, did you spend such and such and such at Publix? And she's like, no, I didn't go to Publix all day. So I'm like, oh my God, like this, in my head, I'm like, this cannot be happening to me. And that day I had just got paid. So that person that took my stuff, he got lucky because I had got paid. So, yeah, so then I'm like, okay, I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Did I leave my card at home? Did somebody just take it and go grocery shopping? Whatnot. So I'm kind of like trying to figure out what happened or whatever. So next thing you know, I get another phone call. Now this time, this is from my what you call it, Wells Fargo card, the fraud department again. And they're like, did you spend such and such at Publix, Walmart, da 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 da? I'm like, whoa, this cannot be happening to me right now, bro. This cannot be happening. When I tell you I went into full panic mode, dog, like, oh, I could still feel it when I think about it. But so at that moment, I'm panicking. I'm texting my boyfriend. I'm like, I think somebody stole my wallet. Well, at this point, it's not I think. I know somebody stole my wallet, because if my mom don't have it, who got it? You feel me? So at this moment, I went back into the office where my managers be at. And I'm like, one of your employees that stole my wallet, you feel me? And this one manager, mind you, there were like 3 of them. I don't even really know who the manager was, but there was like a good 3 of them, and they were like boys. So one of them busts out laughing, right? At this moment, my face was, I was like pissed. Like, why are you laughing? I don't find it funny, because if it was him in that situation, he wouldn't be laughing. He would have been quick to hop on the situation to figure out who took what, da 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 da, all of that. But no, he want to laugh. So my face was dead serious. At this point, like, he pissed me off to the max. Like, I was already mad, but like overwhelmed. But yeah, he made it even worse. Then he's telling me something. I was like, I know who it is. Right off the back, I'm like, I know who it is. Like, I know who it is, and this is who it is. Like, y'all can't tell me nothing otherwise. So then the manager was like, oh, let's watch the security tapes. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So we see the boy, like I told you on the beginning, we see the boy in the back, like by the donut rack and by the employee locker. Now, the way that he had the donut rack, you can't really see physical, like, you can't visually see him taking my wallet, but you do see he's like shuffling like through like the stuff. But then my manager told me something, oh, this is not hard evidence, da 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 da, you can't use this, da 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 da. He was like, try and go and see where the person used your card to see if they could identification or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So at this point, I'm mad because, like, you know, this boy's on the loose. He just left work, so he couldn't have got that far. I mean, he got pretty far if he got to Walmart and Publix in like 2 different like counties. Like, how that quick? So yeah. So at this point, I'm panicking. So time goes by, and my boyfriend shows up. He comes and he's like, he comes in pissed, mind you. He came in pissed, like. And he was like, where's your manager? Where's your manager? Where's your manager? And I think the fact that I told him that it was a boy that stole my stuff made it even worse. You feel me? Like, if it was a girl, it probably wouldn't have been that deep. But since it was a boy, and like, you know, you feel me? Not to mess with me, but yeah. So he went to talk to my manager, like, oh, can we look at the security cameras? Da 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 da. My manager was like, there's nothing we can do. Da 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 da. Anyways, so my boyfriend ends up bringing me home. Right, so then my mom, she like comes home and she's panicking or whatever, and my mom's boyfriend, he gets home too, and he was like, did you file a police report? Da 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 da. I'm like, no, I didn't know nothing about that. You know, you feel me? Like, I never went through anything like this, so I didn't know, like, you know, I know you could call the police, but like, I didn't think like you had to file a report right then and there type of thing. But yeah, so we ended up calling the police. Da 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 da. They came to my house. And they were like, you know, the police was not helping me. You feel me? Like, he was telling me everything that I shouldn't have done. Like, okay, like, I think I know that. Like, you feel me? He was like, oh, you're not supposed to bring your wallet to work, da 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 da. You're not supposed to have certain things in your wallet, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, that's not what I need to know. You feel me? Like, why are you telling me that? Like, help me. Like, you feel me? Like, this boy is on the loose with my stuff, and you finna tell me, like, you feel me? Like, you just giving me, you're not helping me. And then at the end, just for him to say, oh, I can't do nothing because it was in a different county, da da da. So you just sat there and wasted all my time. You told me all of that just to tell me you can't help me. I was so like put over. Like, I was done with that. Like, I was so done. So anyways, basically what he told me to do is go to like the Publix and stuff that the person went and used the card at or whatever. So I went there and I ended up calling another like deputy or whatever, and he came. He was so helpful. He was so nice. He helped me write my police report and everything. He was telling me to be descriptive, and right then and there he went, he got the video, da da da. Next couple of days he was in and out my job trying to figure out what happened for me and everything, and they made an identification. It was the boy that I thought it was, well, that I knew it was, let me say that. And yeah, so basically, I didn't hear anything for weeks, and so I called. I'm like, hey, you know, anything new on my case? And he was like, you know, I went to the boy's grandma's house, and the grandma was like, oh, he never came back home that day, da 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 da. I'm thinking to myself, like, this grandma know how to lie, because they be lying for their grandson. But you know, you feel me? Like, I'm not finna even trip off of it, because at the end of the day, I did get my money back. And yeah, so I wasn't too much tripping, because at the end of the day, weeks went by and I got all my money back on my credit card, my debit card. And that boy, when I tell you, he spent a total of $700. How? This boy took off for my stuff for an hour, spent $700. How? I don't even think I do that in a month. How? Where he had bought something off Expedia. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but where you could like get hotels, plane tickets, rent cars, and all of that. So I'm thinking in my head, like, where this boy going? Like, but yeah, so that was the end of that. So I was kind of disappointed, because I did want my wallet back, because I had important stuff in there, but I didn't get it back. Sadly, I did not get my wallet back, but I did get all my money back on my credit card and my debit card. They sent it back eventually after like a couple of weeks, because you know they had to do an investigation and all of that. So yeah, basically what happened was the police did not end up finding the boy. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, they didn't end up finding him, but they have put out a warrant for him. So, you know, if he's seen anywhere, like, he going to jail. He very much going to jail. And I was actually happy about that, because, you know, I didn't want my stuff to go like resolved type of thing or whatever. So yeah, they got a warrant on him right now. Maybe like a week or two ago, I got a call from the DA office telling me oh, did you want to just let the boy go free, or did you want like to press charges? I'm like, what do you mean go free? Like, he stole my stuff. That's a violation of my privacy, and you mean to tell me that I have the option to let him go free? Like, no. He going to jail. I don't care. I'm sorry, but he violated my privacy. And yeah, so I'm pressing charges, because I feel like, you know, this boy needs to learn his lesson. You feel me? I don't want him to go out in the world and do that to somebody else, if he hasn't already, because he was clearly dumb enough to use my cards with his face, you know, with him and everything. So yeah, so you was clearly dumb enough to do that, so you would probably do it again if you probably got the chance to. So no, I'm not gonna let him do that to anybody else, because it's not fair and it's not cool, like, at all. That crap ain't cool. But yeah, so basically that's where I'm at with this case. It's still kind of going on, but they were like, oh, you're gonna have to go to court, and you know, the process, the law and all that crap. That's like a while from now though. So yeah, like in a couple years or months, I don't know how long this, you know, the court process takes a while. So in the future, I will have to go to court eventually and face him, and I kind of want to, because I want him to see my face, and I want him to, like, you know, feel bad for what he did. You feel me? Like that wasn't right. He may not feel bad, but you feel me? I'm finna show up in court, sweetie. But anyways, yeah, so basically this is the end of my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed my first story time, because you know, I did share something with you guys that I feel like is very private. I mean, it's private, but it's not private. But you know, feel me? Like, it was kind of cool to share my story and to tell y'all what happened to me for the first time. And it won't happen again, because I learned my lesson. I won't do the dumb thing that I did before. So yeah. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. On the road to 100 subscribers. Bye now.
The hit Brainiac.